where did this start for you?
Ooh. Well, we both graduated from the University of North Carolina School of the Arts, Grant and I. Woo, go Pickles. I got my degree in acting, and he got his in filmmaking. And there we learned devising theater from my professor, Andy Paris, which is like making theater basically from nothing. And it was just me and my friends in class, and I gave them the idea to work off of situationships and like Tinder and Hinge and all the things, and that's just kind of how this happened over the course of basically like a year of just experimenting with people in class.
That's great. Grant, what is it like collaborating with your director here? Does she have a very strong vision of how she wants things shot, or is that something more on your shoulders?
I think we were pretty in tune early on, like visually how we wanted to approach it. We were not like afraid to take risks and like basically not have it like be grounded in reality, and like kind of like take artistic risks like with our lighting and composition that like really reflected how Jasmine's character felt in like different situations. And so that was a lot of fun because it was a lot of experimentation and just kind of like showing up at like certain locations without really even location scouting a lot of them, and just like seeing like, oh, like this looks interesting, so let's see what we can do with this. And I think that led to like a lot of really cool and like interesting moments. So open to a lot of like creativity on the day, but we definitely were pretty in sync like going into it, how we wanted it to like look and feel.
That's great. Jasmine, have any men from your past seen this and thought, is this about me?
I think any similarities to real life are just completely coincidental.
Right. And no animals were harmed in the making of this
Right,
film.
correct. I mean, maybe the Kill Bill thing was real.
Yeah.
Maybe
Right,
I did
of
kill
course, yeah.
someone. Just kidding.
Okay, so when you wrote this, did you, why break the fourth wall?
Because it's awesome.
Okay, fair enough.
All the coolest ladies in film do it, so why not me do it as well? But also, the fact that the shit that's in this film is so like, ugh, like even sitting there, I'm like, oh my God, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And the fact that the character knows that they're doing it, I think is that, that trope that keeps people wanting more, because they're like, oh, don't go back there. And then she goes back there and you're like, oh no. And she knows it too. I think that's really cool.
Was it, it feels very personal, is it?
I think you're projecting.
Okay, right. I'm treading very lightly here.
Yeah. I think you're projecting.
Was it, okay, well, even let's say, hypothetically, it was not personal at all.
Right.
Is it, writing and starring in something, people are going to, make assumptions about, who you are. Is that hard to put yourself out in that way for people to see? I say this, I'm a filmmaker myself. Yeah. I try not to put myself on the screen because I'm aware of something like that, of the way that people will look and be like, so is that you? Is that your life? That kind of thing.
I think already being a Black woman and existing in a space that is predominantly white and predominantly people that don't look like you, my existence is going to be political. People already are going to have assumptions about me when I walk into a room. And I think taking control of that narrative of like, not only, yeah, sure, this film is weird, wacky, whatever, sexual, who cares? I am a college graduate. I was able to produce, direct, star in. I went to one of the best acting schools in the world for undergrad acting. You know what I mean? I think that also those things shine through. And like, just because it's like weird and wacky, cool. But I also think it's very important for people of our generation right now to reflect on how detrimental dating apps are to the human psyche, period. And so some topics are strange and weird to talk about, and it might be a taboo, but the fact that you related to it and you're like, ooh, this kind of felt personal. Everybody's been on a date. Raise your hand if you've been on a date nap in here, please. Okay, so that's about 50% of the people up in here. And people don't talk about it. It's weird, and the human disconnect is strange, and people treat you like you're disposable. And I think that, later down the line, there's gonna be some research that comes out about how fucked up dating apps and COVID have really ruined people. And not to get all psychology on you guys, but we're in this, if you're from 18 to 25, you're in like the brain development of like making long-lasting human connections and relationships. And when you go to like college and you're like on dating apps and doing all this like weird shit, you're ruining your brain. Literally. I read like a whole dissertation on it. So, all that to say, talk about the weird stuff.
Grant.
Period.
Visual references for your film? Anything inspire you?
He's a king.
I don't even think we had like a lookbook or.
I made a Pinterest.
Yeah, that's right. There was the Pinterest board, but honestly, I try to like not always reference like films or like specific shots or specific filmmakers all the time. I think that there's a lot more like interesting media out there to like pull from for your visual references. I also just think like sometimes like your reference doesn't need to be something that you like search for. It can be like the actual people that are like working on your film. Like how do you like pull from like inspiration from your fellow crew members or pull from your director as well? And I mean, at the end of the day, like, even with like a very small film like this, it's still very collaborative and like everybody is like contributing something to it. So I think that in a way that's more inspiring than like putting a bunch of shots together from like past movies that like could inspire you. Like I'd rather be inspired by my amazing gaffer or first AC because they may have a great idea. So, but in terms of visual references, besides the Pinterest board, I don't think we really pulled anything specific.
Can I add? I just want to give Grant his flowers because Grant was always down for like anything. Grant is that dude. When we were at school, we were in a BFA program. I was like, dude, let's go to cookout at 12 p.m. and we had to be in class next day at 6 probably. Crazy. And he'd be like, yeah, let's go shoot in the rain, man. Like, hell yeah. Skeleton crew, I love that. Like, so anyway, he can read my mind. I don't know. Grant is just the trust that I have for him in his brain. I just leave him alone and let him fester.
Right on, Grant.
Yeah.
Right on. Where'd you get the funny fuzzy penises?
I made them. Amazon has these fluffy pipe cleaners. And I
Very cool.
wrapped them around clay, and then I glued the little like basketballs to it and the cash and the different stuff. And then I
Very cool.
bought a baby mobile and I bought a baby mobile. I cut off the
Fantastic. Questions from the audience? Come on, somebody.
What's next? What are you working on next?
Thank you.
Period. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Terry. I'm trying to definitely get distribution. I am making this into a short series, and that's kind of my next goal. I've been mentoring with this executive producer who works a lot in black film, and just kind of been under her wing for about a year, and just seeing where the possibilities can go. You never really know.
I mean, I think there's a lot to draw from in this that you can certainly expand on.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
very much.
Any further questions from anybody here? Okay, wow. Thank you guys very much. Thank you.